Hi guys, we're back on AAA Network after a long while. I haven't posted anything and I've kind of missed you. I don't know if you guys have missed me, but I'm back and I'm back with something super innovative. So my friends at FlySoulmates have asked me to participate in their Q&A session and it's super fun. So here's how it's going to go. I'm asking them 9 questions and they're asking me 9 questions. And so you are going to have to check out what they say and check out what I say, vice versa on our channel. So are we ready to go?
Alright, NG. First question is, could you please introduce yourself?
I'm an MC, moderator, speaker in both French and English. I'm also a French language female voiceover artist with a background in journalism, football in particular, so that's what I do. I do have my own company, which is Tita Productions, which I founded in 2018. And I also work as the head of digital content and social media management at livesoccertv.com. If you want, you can just check this out on Google and remember to follow me, of course, as well.
All right. Good introduction. So now tell us, how did you become a journalist and a blogger?
It's a long, funny story. First of all, I'm into football journalism, so it all started with me, falling in love with football and not being able to be a professional football player. So I was like, wait, if one door closes, you've got so many others that are open. So I saw media journalism, football media, as a way for me to convert my passion for playing football into covering football. So that's how it went. And it was fun, it was just amazing for me because first of all, I didn't really know how to go about, expressing myself in English, so I had to take a whole year off, and just learning the language and understanding football terms and all of that. And so I finally entered into football journalism, and that's how it went. In terms of blogging, I would say I'm not the, your typical blogger. I don't write stories every other day, but I do like to travel with my camera. So I like to show people how things are in different countries, and I think it's good, to kind of like break stereotypes. So with the blogging, I launched my blog AAA Network in 2019, I think, if I'm right. And I've been posting sometimes some stuff over there, but I'm not as active as you see other bloggers be active, I'm more the kind of person who likes to post stuff on social media, and so I rather write long captions. So if you check me out, for example, on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, then you're going to see my style of blogging.
Alright, NG. The next question is, what was the most memorable travel up to date?
Wait, my most memorable trip up to date? Okay, so I'm inclined to say my trip to Russia. I mean, you know why? I think it's because of the stereotypes. Because people were like, Russians are racist, you're not going to be welcomed in their country, World Cup games tend to end up very late in the night, so you're not going to be able to be secure, all those kind of bad things that were being said. So I wanted to check it out for myself. So I went there and boom, it was just an explosion of joy, feeling like a celebrity, taking literally over 800 pictures with random strangers, and they're very nice. They don't treat you like you're some kind of exotic animal in a zoo. To be honest, I really enjoyed it. I think the organization of the tournament was on point, 9.99 over 10. I really enjoyed it, and the food, everything about Russia, I enjoyed it, to be honest. So I would say it was my most memorable trip. I did enjoy myself in France as well, of course. It's kind of like my second country. Canada was also cool because it was my first trip solo. But before that, I had been to Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan was almost as exciting as Russia, because I was super well welcomed over there. Hospitality-wise, it was fantastic. I really enjoyed myself, got freebies and all of that. So it's a bit hard to choose, but I think I'm going to have to put Russia on top of the others.
Very good. During the recordings of your vlogs, you must have had some amazing adventure. So please tell us some anecdotes about the behind scenes.
Yeah, some funny anecdotes of, when I record my video. So here's one. I was in Paris with my good friend Roxanne, who is a doctor, and a professor at the University of Florida. And so I wanted to have two angles, I wanted to have two angles. And so I had one problem, is I had only one tripod. So we were like, how are we going to do that, And she was the one that I was interviewing in the video. That was episode 1. And so she couldn't, of course, be at the same time manipulating the second camera. So she came up with the fantastic idea to use a dustbin in the park and to put the camera on the dustbin, and it worked. I tell you what, it worked. So that was a pretty funny incident. I think it was really cool. And after producing the whole episode, which is available on my YouTube channel, AAA Network, people thought that there were two cameramen. And then I used the pan and zoom stuff effects, so it did look like there were people behind the camera manipulating it. But funny to know that the second camera angle was done thanks to a dustbin in the park. I think that was funny.
If you had the opportunity to encourage people to come over and visit Ghana, what you would say?
Good question. If I had to encourage people to come and visit Ghana, so definitely the weather, because it's like all year round. It's a very, very nice weather. I would say it's between 25 degrees and it can go as high as 33, 35 degrees. So if you like, if you want to get some body tan, you can come to the country. And it's pretty peaceful, and the food is super good. So the food, definitely, you have to check Ghanaian food. But you need to love some pepper because it's quite spicy. So I would say that would be a good reason to come and visit the country. You will appreciate the vibe, and there are so many cool things to buy, colorful things like what I'm wearing. Definitely, yeah, you have to check it out. The beaches, the mountains. If you like the mountains, yeah, you can come around. Very nice stuff to see here. So that's what I would say.
You attended the FIFA World Cup in Russia and the Women's Football Cup in France. Which one was the best event in your opinion, and why?
All right, so between the Women's World Cup in France and the Men's World Cup in Russia. Okay, so here's the thing. I said before that the Russian World Cup was like the most memorable trip. This doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy myself in France. In France, it was really cool. I think I felt really at home. So it wasn't so much like I was exploring because, I speak native French anyway. So it wasn't really a discovery, but it was just me going out there and enjoying myself for 39 days. And one thing I really appreciated in France is, just witnessing the growth of women's football. That was amazing. You could see in the streets, adults, men, women. You could see like really people from all backgrounds, kids. I remember in episode 3, I think, I even interviewed a crop of kids, a group of kids, guys who were so into the women's game, and that was just so refreshing to see. So I really enjoyed that. And one thing I loved was also the tournament itself, in the sense that, the players were more accessible. The experience as a reporter was better than in Russia. I think due to the fact that, men's players are kind of, sometimes you just don't want to wait for them in the mix zone. Like, they take too long to come out of the dressing room, and it just kind of pisses me off, So yeah, I really enjoyed myself as a reporter in France, and in Russia as well. Like I said, the organization was good. So it was very different, different ways of organizing stuff, but both were really good from a tournament perspective, I would say, yeah.
Angie, during Q&A with us, you asked us about the country with the best regional cuisine. Now it's your turn. Which country has had, in your opinion, the most and the best traditional cuisine?
Yeah, I remember asking you guys what was your favorite traditional cuisine. So I've been to a few countries across continents, and I'm gonna repeat. I'm very sorry for my Ethiopian friends, but I just can't bring myself to enjoy your food. But I would say in Russia I enjoyed shashlik. It's like grilled meat, and I don't know what they put inside. It's so juicy, it's so good. Traditional cuisine. I don't know. Does poutine count as traditional cuisine when it comes to Canada? French fries with chunks of how do you call that thing? Like chunks of cheese, and they put some gravy on it. I'm not really into fries, so now. In France, I love French food. Like almost every food in France is very good, very meaty. You get your potatoes, your salad, your meat. In Azerbaijan, it was a bit difficult for me to eat the food, to be honest. I love the meat, but the veggies, not so much. So having said that, in Italy I enjoyed it, of course. Who doesn't love Italian food? But I think the king of traditional cuisine is going to be Ghanaian cuisine. It's just so good. If you haven't tasted wachi, you should definitely try it out. And by the way, my mom's wachi is the best. And that's just a point that I have to say. But you've got, like, it's super rich. You got your rice and beans, your gari foto, the stew, the black pepper. You got some creamy salad on the side. All of that. Some people like to put some pasta in it, like spaghetti or macaroni, but I like mine with that pasta. But really, Ghanaian cuisine is so good. And not just wachi. You have fufu, omuto, which is rice balls with soup. Anyways, if I just go ahead, I'm just going to talk about good food. But that's basically my answer on traditional cuisine.
Sounds so delicious.
I'm starving.
Yes. About some nationalities now, let's stay in the topic. So for you, who is the best soccer player in France, UK, Italy, Spain, and Ghana?
Best football player in France, Italy, Spain, UK, and Ghana. Okay, so France, Kylian Mbappe, I think. I think the guy is super fast. He's so good. He's young. He has so much more in his tank. So definitely, that's one of the guys that I really admire in French football. Now in Spain, I think Sergio Ramos. I think Sergio Ramos still has it. It's like he doesn't age, or he ages like fine wine. That's the kind of guy who can get you goals when you think that it's over, and I think we saw with La Decima. And he's a very good defender as well. Except the fact that sometimes he likes to pick up red cards with some reckless challenges. But all in all, I would say Sergio Ramos is the guy in Spain for me. And then you asked UK. Okay, in the UK, I think for now, I would say Jadon Sancho. I think he's one guy that is thirsty for goals. He loves to make passes. He's not selfish with the ball. Definitely a great chap. And I think England has a good future in this guy for me. In Italy, hard to say. Is it all right if I say that Gianluigi Buffon is still the guy in Italy? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell. I think I also admire Chiellini. I think he's a very good rock in defense, so I might go with that guy. But I'd say it's kind of like up for debate. So football fans watching, if you have any different opinion, feel free to share it in the comments. And in Ghana, I would say right now probably Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey, he's like super solid. He's fast. He's intelligent off and on the ball. I think he's fantastic. I think he's up there with Andre Ayew and Mubarak Wakaso. But now I would say Thomas Partey is really the guy for me. He's been doing really great at Atletico Madrid, so I'll take him. I think Jordan Ayew is also good, and he's doing well with his club in England. So those four, any of them could definitely get the title of the best player in Ghana at the moment.
Angie, I remember you had a website blog about Cristiano Ronaldo. I was trying to find the website, and it's actually I didn't have a chance to find it. What's happened with the project? Is it any chance to bring back the website?
Yeah, you know my fan site on Ronaldo, it's on pause. So I still post stuff here and there, you know, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I think it was a very fun project, but it's not something that, you know, I'm still continuing for now. At least the website is off, but the social media pages are still running. So here and there, you know, sometimes it's cool to just post some content, but it's not something that I'm really developing right now anymore. But you need to wait, you know, in 10-15 years time we might do something super new or revamped for, guess who, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., his son. He's a great guy. He seems to be a very great kid, you know, disciplined, humble, and super talented. So maybe in a couple of years to come, you know, like a couple of decades, or like I said, 10-15 years, I might do something new, like revamp the whole CRD project.
All right, thanks so much for answering this. So now tell us, where can we stay in touch with you on social media?
You can follow me on AAA Network, that's on YouTube, but individually, definitely follow me on Twitter at Angie Asante, on Instagram at Angie Asante as well. On Facebook, just look up Angela Ekuya Asante, aka AAA, and on Instagram, check out my name, Angela Ekuya Asante. So I hope to see you there, and most likely I'll follow back. So do follow me as well.
Alright, guys, thank you for watching the interview. If you like it, don't forget to click
Thumbs up.
If you have more questions, feel free to drop the questions in the comment section. And if you are curious about Angie's questions to ask, don't forget to go to FlySoulmates YouTube channel, subscribe, click like, and enjoy watching the Q&A with us. Free wings!
Cheers!